Hi everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Garage Studio Modelers. I'm Dave Forrest, this is my good friend
Harvey Lowe.
Today's episode, we're going to do a review of the brand new Tamiya M36 Jackson tank destroyer.
Wait a minute, not German? Wow.
Not German, no.
That's a surprise.
No.
Panther?
No Panther, no Tiger, no Stug.
Nice. That's a nice kit, I think.
It is actually, it's a beautiful
I
kit.
saw that at the Shizuoka show.
Oh, did you?
Yes, when they had brand new, they weren't out yet, but if you watch the episode on Garage Studio in Shizuoka, I think there's a couple of shots of the M36 at the show.
Yeah, it finally hit the stores here in Toronto. So I picked one up. Mm-hmm. And it's a beautiful kit.
So that's their newest and latest.
That's their latest and
and
greatest.
Look how fast you are. How fast did that take?
So I bought this a week ago, and I've done this kind of in between other, like finishing up other projects and whatnot.
Yeah, like your Polycarpov.
Like my Polycarpov.
Is that all out of box? Just that?
Yeah, the only thing I've added is some grab handles.
Oh.
On the back.
Oh, did they still mold them solid?
Yeah. Okay, Tamiya. Let's.
Why did they? Wow.
Let's hash this out. So
okay.
So great kit, beautiful. Again with the solid grab handles, so I figured I looked at the kit. Oh, this is not so bad. I had trauma from doing the Stewart, right, and the M8 and the Stewart, because there's like 16, like it's a 48 scale kit. There's like 16 grab or 12 or I think actually it's 16 grab handles on there. So I looked at this and I said, oh, there's only 2 on the back. So I said, great. And then I started working on the crew cover or the crew position covers here, and there's one on each. So I said, okay, well, so I started working on that last night, and then last night as I was putting the kit away, I realized, oh, there's like 4 more back here.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta. So
have those been done?
No.
Oh my God, they're small.
They're small, and they're in that futsy spot where God, they're right in the grading.
Yeah.
And they're smaller, so. Like Tamiya, come on, man.
Now you build a lot of armor, more than I do. Other companies,
yes.
Tacom, do they do their own?
Nobody does solid.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
None of the modern current manufacturers do solid grab handles.
I don't know if it's a Tamiya. I was at their factory. Like they're really.
Did you say something?
I forgot.
If you see something, say something.
Well, yeah, you wonder why, eh?
Yeah, I just
or like, even do the parts separately.
Like everything else is stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does make or break.
Like the bolts that go on here that secure the extra armor on, like they're separate. Mm-hmm. But if you're careful cutting them off the sprue, and I have like a god hands that I use. So what I do is I usually use like the Tamiya cutters to get them off with a bit of the sprue gate on.
Yep.
And then that way I can come in close with the god hands and really clean it up, and it's minimal sanding, if any.
You know, Dave, I know that competition isn't everything, but we've been to amps, and I've judged many times at amps, and I know that if you did this perfectly and you didn't do that, and you were neck and neck with somebody else for historic accuracy, I know it's not about contests and you want to enjoy your hobby, but you'd be out.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it looks way better.
Yeah, it does. It gives it more of a miniature feel, and it's not hard to do. I mean, everybody does grab handles,
and that's just brass.
Wire. Yeah, a copper wire or whatever. I just bent it. And I bend it by eye. Like I don't even.
Oh, I got that tool.
Yeah, I never.
No.
I don't use the tool. I have it. It sits in my. I should.
I use it all the time.
If I can't.
Really?
Figure out how to.
By eye. That's pretty good.
So, and then the other. So you mentioned anything else I would do to it. So I haven't hit the turret yet. But the one thing I know I'm going to do in the turret, and there's, like I have this, and this is these books are great references, and you can get them, like there's a lot of them out there, and you can get them, at shows and secondhand. I picked this up for $10.
Yeah.
And
is that just on the M36?
Well, it's all the tank destroyers. So it's the M10, the M36, and the M18. So it has everything in here. But there's some decent interior shots.
Nice.
And
were they white inside?
No. Well, that's okay. Let's come back to that. So here it shows pictures of the crew compartment, and there's plumbing, there's for radio cables and whatnot. So the one thing I know I'm going to do inside the turret, because it's open and you see it, is I'm going to do some plumbing, right? So I'll just use some copper wire to do some plumbing. So these are
you going to leave these open?
No, I'm going to close those because there's no crew or anything, and there's nothing in there. If you there's all you get is the kind of the floor
Right.
that's right under the turret, and you get the side sponsons that have the armor, the shells, the casing for the shells, but you barely see anything.
So I'd be personally interested by the viewers if you guys know, were they white inside? I know the turrets were.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, so let's talk about that because I did some research. So here, you see clearly that there's some white. So let me put that down and get this coffee out of the way. So Robert, I don't know if you're going to be able to zoom in on. And I don't know if we're breaking any copyright rules here by showing this picture, but so here you can clearly see that the floor itself is all, which makes sense because if it was white, it would, it would kind of be, you'd see it from a distance. But the side walls are white, and I'm guessing the sponsons here are white. And then there's other pictures. Now these are the pictures I saw. They were on. Like, if you go you don't need these books. You can go online and Google, M36 Jackson interior. You can get not all of these shots, but you can get shots of restored vehicles that, if you don't have the book or you can't get it or you don't feel like paying for it, you can do a lot of research online. But they show that everything is all drab.
Well, that makes sense for a turret.
Yeah, but even inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so and I'm guessing up until like the driver compartment in here, which would be white because they're completely enclosed, and just to keep the space.
I would think,
Yeah,
I would think that in there would be white.
Yeah, so I'm debating what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do it just the floor olive drab or everything olive drab.
So I know we're off topic, but I'm working on a Hellcat, and I'm doing the driver compartments white.
Yeah,
but not the turret hatches.
Yeah. So I think if there was an interior here, this for sure is white.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no question about that.
Good. Yeah.
But it's just, what do you see through the turret? Oh, and again, you see a lot more here because the turret,
of course,
because it's big. Like this is as big as you. Like the turret's going to be a little bit close at the top, so you'll see down. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'm kind of debate. At one point, I saw the pictures online. I said, well, okay, I'll just do everything olive drab. And then I saw the pictures in here with the white. And I said, okay, well, maybe I'll do it white. No.
But then all German armor, Hummels, Nashorns, they were all the same Dunkelgelb.
Well, for the parts you can see from the outside, right, from the exterior, for sure. Okay. Yeah, but everything inside was like that. Yeah. Off-white, that Elfbein or whatever it was, right?
Yep.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'll probably, maybe just to give it a little bit of pop, I'll probably do it in white. But
anyways,
don't know.
It's for fun.
First world problems, right? The other good thing about this kit is it's modular. I think this is if you were going to paint something in sub-assemblies, this would be the kit to do it because attaching the top very simple.
Attach it. Glad I didn't lift it up.
Right, very simple, and then even better is you can pull.
Oh, wow! Oh shit!
These things up.
I'm not supposed to say that on YouTube. Oh shite!
The exuberance.
Oh wow!
The exuberance.
So are you going to weather it in separate components?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So
Oh wow.
So the nice thing about this is that it's Lincoln length tracks.
That's cool.
And you can what I did is so there's polycaps that go into the drive sprocket and the idler wheel.
Yeah.
And then these are fairly complex sub-assemblies, the bogies, right? So what I did is I kind of blue tacked the bogies onto the chassis, and it built the tracks around. And there's this specific sequence of the components of the track that you put on that the instructions do a really good job of laying out, and just glued everything in place so that I could do this and take it off and weather it, and then weather the sides and really get in there and be able to paint.
I know we talked about this before, but I've taken your lead now. I no longer do the tracks separate. I just glue them all together.
Depends.
Yeah, that's true.
It depends on sometimes it's just more convenient.
I had to do that on my Breda half track because it's just so difficult to. And then you got the floating wheel crap and all that stuff.
Sometimes like for something like this, you can do it off. It's easy, but
you do the tracks like that.
But if I was doing like a dragon kit and I was putting the tracks on and I had movables, I'd just glue everything in place because you'll never get it lined up properly, right?
That's beautiful.
So it's a lovely little kit. I'll do it mostly out of the box, just some plumbing. And the other thing too is I'll replace the light guards with 3D printed.
Really? Are they that thick?
Yeah, they're thickish.
Oh.
You probably get away with them, but they're not. They're thick. And then the periscope guards too. are not actually, like, I have to say, I have to give Tamiya credit. Like
Not bad.
they've gotten close, but still doesn't beat the 3D.
What set would that be? FC models?
No. What do I have? I think I use an MC miniature for the light guards.
Right.
And then I think I use the T-Rex. And the same, like, when you're snipping, I think we talked about this in the previous episode, when you're snipping off the 3D printed parts, you put them in not hot water, but like, hot water out of the tap. You don't, so not boiling water, but just hot water out of the tap. And it softens it up, and then that way it makes it a little bit less brittle.
Yeah, I found out the hard way doing some aircraft.
Yeah.
Cut, snap.
Yeah, so I think just another tip there for separating 3D parts from the support screws. So yeah, it's a lovely little kit. I haven't started the turret yet. They give you, the nice thing about Tamiya, they give you all this stowage to put on the side.
Is neat.
And it's, you know what, like
Is it good?
it's good. Let's open this up. Before we, actually I wanted to show these. So, Tamiya had previously released the Achilles and the M10. And this shares the exact same hull as both.
So
it's just a repop.
It is a repop.
Yeah, the hull is a repop. The hull.
What about the suspension?
Suspension is the same.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's all the same.
So it's not really a new everything kit.
No, just really the turret is new, but it's in a much bigger box. Like, you look at the size of this box.
Yeah. Here we go.
Compared to
These two are the same, right?
Yeah, let's do this. Look. Just for the extra turret components, and maybe the extra stowage, but it does share the same. So I haven't built these yet.
Yeah.
But the modularity of the build, I think, bodes well. Right.
Rubber. We'll do this for another
episode,
but rubber.
Yeah, rubber. Oh, this is rubber too. No, this is rubber.
Wow.
Yeah. So the tracks are different, right? Because this has the cleats, not the cleats.
Yeah.
Chevrons.
Chevrons.
No, chevrons. Yeah.
Nice.
So let's look at. So you get. So here are the spawns. I haven't glued these in yet because I'm gonna paint them either white or olive drab. Kind of leaning towards the white. Oh, one more thing. So when you get this kit, and don't be dismayed by the amount of ejector pin marks. Like you can see here, I've filled in, like there were ejector pin marks all along the top, and I kind of sanded them down, filled them in, and there's ejector pin marks here, and there's an ejector pin marks on the inside of the tracks. Now, Tamiya's done a really good job of putting the ejector pin marks in places you're not going to see them. And I was, because I was curious, I'm like, oh my god, because I'd done one side, I hadn't paid attention to them, and I said, oh my god, I gotta rip this up. And I looked, and you can't see them, because they're strategically placed under the wheels.
Yeah, I can barely see them here.
Right.
By the time you get
you can
ring on, I wouldn't bother.
No, and maybe there's one use, but unless somebody gets in there with a mirror and they're looking up, you're not going to see it. So what with weathering and all that,
get a life.
Yeah. So again, I'm not necessarily building this to compete at a high-end show, but
yeah, I can see them, but barely.
Yeah, the only ones you have to fill are the ones here, which I don't understand. Like,
which is kind of hard to get at.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, this is off, right? This comes out. So when it's in, this is all one piece, so it's fairly easy to get at without the actual drive piece here. But yeah, I just don't, and you can cover it up with mud. It's a nice thing about armor kits, is you can always throw mud on something. But yeah, it's beautiful. Like, it's just, I'm really impressed. It's not an easy vehicle to build, and the instruction booklet is fairly thick. And there's 48 steps in total.
And you get a figure, I see.
You get a figure, which is quite nice, and the stowage is actually quite nice, and you get the covers, the canvas covers with the zippers, which are really stunning. Like, they're quite. Where were they? Oh, here we go. They're really quite. I thought they were, Yeah, you can see. Well, here, let me pull this out. You're not going to see this on camera too well, but take my word for it. You can see so this is the part that's kind of laying flat, or kind of the flaps open. So you have the option of exposing. I think you can probably it's the only way of doing it is exposing the shells. So they would have a canvas cover to cover these, and you can see like the folds are nicely done, and you can see the texture of the zipper. It's quite well done. Like, and
now this part, I know I'm on a different matter. Would you bother filling all the seams?
I don't. Depends what if you see it. Yeah, I don't know. There's other stuff that comes out, so I might cover it up. So I don't know.
Yeah, because that's a lot of work.
It is, but if it's seen, yeah, for sure, I'll fill it. And then the other thing too is that you have all of these little tie downs.
For
These
stowage.
eyelets, right?
Yeah,
for stowage.
For stowage,
yeah.
And those are too small to replace. I just leave them.
Yeah, I'm not going to replace them.
Yeah,
I'm going to cover. I'm
too
going to put a lot of stowage on.
Yeah, the Hellcat has them too.
Yeah, so I'm just going to
just leave them.
Like some people would replace them with 3D printed parts, but I'm going to cover a lot of these up. No, there's not.
They're nicely done.
Yeah, they're nicely done, and the figure is nicely done. The figure is quite a detailed assembly.
I noticed. I see that. It's got a grease gun too.
Yeah, which
is different.
Which is nice. So I'll do the figure with this too. So I'm kind of getting into doing figures.
Yeah, me too.
And you don't really need, like, it's a one-piece barrel.
Right? Yeah, that's
right.
Good. That's
with a muzzle.
Yeah.
Like it's not slide motor, but it's good. Like it's good. I don't think you have to replace the gun on this. I won't bother. Under a coat of paint, it's be hard.
So really, not much to replace.
No, just some plumbing in the turret, the grab handles, and maybe the light guards. Now the problem is, it has light guards on the back here, which you don't see in the picture there, but they're kind of these non-standard types. So I was looking through my 3D prints, and I couldn't find anything that kind of. So I'll probably just have to use the kit ones and just kind of thin them down. Yeah, which is fine. But yeah, it's a beautiful kit. Like,
let me look at the MG. It comes with a 50, right?
It comes with a 50. Yeah.
Is it one piece?
Yeah, it's one here. Well, it's not one piece, but
they've got little parts too. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a sub-assembly.
So this is exactly the same as in the Hellcat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's standard.
Yeah. So again, you have to drill out the.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
You know, or like there's all kinds like the world's your oyster in terms of 3D printed options for.
But machines. I used mine in my Hellcat conversion, and it's fine.
So you can see, like they're thick, like they're pretty good.
They're not bad.
They're not bad, but so I'll have to use these. Like these are the ones for the rear lights. I'll have to use those and just thin them down. These aren't bad, but again, you put this next to a 3D printed, and it's.
You know what your problem is? Your problem is your fetish with it's too thick.
I bet you
like at night it's too thick. It's too thick because I think they look okay. But yeah, they are a tad.
They are a tad. Yeah, compared to the 3D. If you have the 3D printed parts, why not? And then the stowage is actually quite nicely done. Like.
Yeah, I looked at that one.
Yeah, like I went. I might throw on some extra bits, but these are great. Like they're really nice.
They're
actually,
designed for the kit.
They're designed for the kit.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I'll throw
What's
on some
on the back? Are they empty?
Yeah, they're hollow.
Yeah, they're hollow. Okay,
yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah.
And you get all kinds of shells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really good kit. Like I'm impressed. So I got it, and I was looking for something just like simple
and
build to put together.
Yeah, just like your other Panther, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still working on the Panther, but that'll be the next episode for sure.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So anyway, highly recommended. Typical Tamiya.
No and an info sheet. Got your little info sheet.
Yeah, a little info sheet. So I'll be doing the markings out of the box. I'll be doing this. It's just basically a bunch of stars and some stenciling on the front.
I'm gonna do a captured Japanese one on Iwo Jima.
They never existed. They don't exist. And then one thing I'll do is, like, I don't know if I think we talked about it when we were talking about the little 48 scale Firefly. Is what I'll do is like the Tamiya decals are a little thick, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the carrier film right to the star, so that like there's no extra carrier felt,
Right,
and I
right.
think worked really well on the. I found on the Churchill, and I think it will work. You know, it'd be a bit of a chore cutting all the, but I think it's worth doing.
Yeah, because generally all their decals are kind of thick, are they not? For all their
Yeah.
kits? Yeah.
Yeah, like they haven't. Again, thick decals and solid grab handles. I'm not sure what's going on.
Lovely.
There, yeah, but it's a beautiful kit, typical Tamiya. No drama. Well, not much drama.
Yeah.
Especially, but it's not. This isn't an easy. Like, there's a lot of bits on it. Like the track browsers go on really well. Spare tracks. There's all kinds of stowage. If you look at pictures of the Jacksons in Europe, the Second World War, there's a lot of stowage on the sides, or the sides of the turret, but not a ton on the back.
Why is that?
I don't know if it's because
Could be the ventilation of the engine?
well, no, it could be, or maybe it's because this thing sticks out, and it just would interfere. So so perfect. So we'll leave this bare, or maybe just put something on the end, but not a lot, and just kind of build up the stowage along the turret side, which they give you a lot of, and I'll just maybe supplement.
So smart ass. Who's the tank named after?
Stonewall Jackson.
Oh wow, that's quick.
I just happened to be watching a Civil War documentary on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they were talking about his death, so that's why it's fresh. Otherwise, I might have.
Okay, different topic. And to our American friends, interesting, that they would name their vehicles after Confederate, right? Generals, right? I mean, I'm just saying, Stuart, Jackson, Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, they're trying to reconcile, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? That's probably it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Right? But wouldn't you think of it, they wouldn't name it like Yamashita, right?
No.
Like, why would they name one of their vehicles Yamashita?
No.
Or Guderian. You
No.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
we're going to get a lot of feedback on that.
After homegrown generals.
Yeah, Harvey, you're such an idiot. I'm not going to get.
But I think your point of reconciliation is
it's probably
spot on. I think it's like, hey, it's not a great part of our history.
Yes.
But let's recognize, come together. You know, I mean that's
cool.
That might resonate well in today's environment. So, but anyway.
Yeah, you know this. We're talking off camera. I'm finally getting to a 1/35th Tiger right out of the box.
Yes, that's exciting.
And I'm used to resin and 3D, and I've started it.
Next thing you know, I'll be doing kamikaze aircraft or F1 vehicles that drivers died in. Like,
Right. Well,
right?
yes.
That'll be the next thing.
Yes.
That'll
Join the
be-
club. You'll enjoy it.
But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with that Tiger.
Yeah,
I have those decals.
Oh, wow,
So
thank
remind
you.
me after
Thank
we wrap
But
up.
that's
bring
great.
this
Yeah,
up.
I need that palette cleanser. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's like I said, it's not a simple vehicle.
And we're saying that if you
Goes together
don't
great.
if you don't want to replace, that's up to you. You want to just
Yeah,
enjoy it.
you can build this right out of the and it's a beautiful kit. And just paint it and weather it, or like whatever tickles your fancy.
Yep.
So highly recommended. Great options for a modular build, like a modular painting and finishing, and just put it all together. You'll have to do you'll have to paint the interior first, obviously, before you can really close everything up in here. But yeah, highly recommended.
I'm going to get one. I'm going to do Bosnian.
Yeah, they had these. What did they had these big rubber sheets that they.
Yeah.
As kind of like a standoff.
Yes.
Armor.
Yes. Different, a little bit different, but I do a Bosnian.
And there's there's decals out there that exist.
Yes, there are. I think I have
Decals.
them.
When I say decals.
What's that? What's that?
Decals.
Echelon or something?
I think Echelon and maybe Star
Star.
does them too.
Star. I think I have the Star.
Although if you have the not to knock Star, but the Echelon decals are amazing. Like they're just thin and snuggled out. Like they go down well over Zimmer in some setting. Like they're amazing. I highly recommend it. So if you have the option,
Star.
Star's a little bit thick, but you can get them to go down.
Echelon's the best.
Echelon's the best.
Okay.
So that's it. That's it for this episode.
Okay,
Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see everybody in the next one. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.